Well, here we are again. We've made our way to the Outer Banks. I have my brother-in-law with me today. We are out here in the Sea Eagle 437 PS PaddleSki. We're fishing in the Sound. I do have one paddle with me. Didn't bother bringing two of them because, you know, with two of us, I can easily paddle and it takes up a little less room. We do have the Honda 5S horsepower motor with us, and we are using the internal fuel tank. I've got a 1 gallon tank of gas, just kind of a auxiliary gas with us, and I'll fill up as needed. Here we go. As you can see, we're going towards the canal that's over here. We put in near the bridge, one of the bigger bridges in the Outer Banks, and we're just kind of looking at some of these canals back in here. We've caught fish in here previously, not on a paddle ski, but with boats in previous years, so it makes sense to try and come back in here this time and see what all we can catch. My brother-in-law and I are about the same size. He's probably a little heavier, just due to muscle mass compared to me. But as you can see, we get a little bit of spray on the camera from going over some of the waves, and you know, just having a little more weight up front. We do have a fish bag with us in case we catch anything that we want to keep, so that adds a little more weight as well. We use the Honda 5 horsepower motor to get to our spot, and then I don't have another electric motor with me this time, so I am using the paddle. It's, you know, it does make it a little easier to kind of get closer to the fish without having a big motor making noise behind you.
Feels pretty good then. But you know, if you and me, two adults, could do this.
You can look at the stability here.
Your dad may have.
My brother-in-law stands up without any issues at all.
Yeah. But you know, they make these. They make a fish skiff 16. They make fast cats. Like, they're made for like 20, 30 horsepower motors, and they've got actual like 4-person seats and all kinds of stuff. So they have a boat for pretty much.
This right here is the first fish of the day.
To the edge of that grass.
We haven't been out probably 15 minutes or so at this point.
Oh, nice, Jonathan. Nice.
Yeah, I just threw it to the edge of that grass.
You need an anchor?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you have to set it, or he just hit it?
Oh, no, he hit it. He hit it. But you know what?
What is he?
He's about 16. 12. That's why I like this net. This is my net for the kayak. It breaks down, so you can kind of store it anywhere.
Now we are leaving the spot that we were just fishing at, one of the canals. We are heading back to open water. You can see the bridge here. This bridge actually heads back over to Manio, where there's some good fishing over on that side as well. But we tried the bridge here. We had success in a boat previously, maybe a few days before, catching some speckled trout. So we just pull up to the bridge, and really we're just kind of seeing if the fish are still there or if they've moved on some. During this entire trip, we've been using anchor and a Scotty anchor cleat, and I can't remember the exact name for it, but my brother-in-law would throw the anchor out, and we have a float on it, and then some line if we need to, break away from the anchor for whatever reason. We cut the motor off, anchor up, and just throw out when we can. And this system seems to be working fine for us this entire trip. But since this is my brother-in-law's first time on the paddle ski, I was just kind of giving him an idea of what we were doing previously, and he surprisingly stood up a decent amount. So between the two of us at about 180 pounds apiece, and then of course all the gear we have, we're able to fish this comfortably. Of course, right there, got some waves, and you had to sit down for a second. But overall, we were both standing at times. I don't have it on camera, but we were both standing, casting, just having a good time out there on the paddle ski. It's definitely stable enough to have all the gear you need, and to have two grown adults, out there on the water.
Throw out. I let it sit, and I reel slow like this. You're not gonna hang that back up.
Should I throw it back up?
Any way. No, you can do it right here. This is where we were catching them. Yeah, throw under the bridge, throw out in front of you, but just don't hook a car. But yeah, just let it go down some, and then reel it slow, slower than you think. Yeah.
Overall, we had an awesome time out on the paddle ski fishing the Outer Banks. I've got some pictures here just of some remaining fish that we caught. My brother-in-law is able to stand up. He caught a speckled trout off some docks and a really nice drum. I ended up catching one right before he caught this one, and that was the last one of the day. And just think, after all of this, our entire trip gets packed up into this small little package. I can't wait to bring you all along on the next one.